We're live. We are live. Yeah, let's do this. I've got YouTube chat and Twitch chat up. I want to keep this stream pretty mellow. Yeah. Okay. Need to start looking for some games. I can do that. I'm gonna do this just so that I've got my deck list already up for everybody. This is the deck list. We're gonna go ahead and go to the edit page. I don't know why. I like this page better. It shows me the cards I've got. It's got my numbers where I want them. I prefer this look. It's just what I prefer. Yeah, there's some changes I would like to make to the equipment suite. Having Crown of Providence available seems really good. Crown of Dominion is fine, and it's the one that I own, so we're going to stick with that. Civic Steps, I would like to update that to Quick Dodge Flexors, but again, this is the one that I own. Its downside is very real. I can play around the downside, but this is risky. It does open me up to mistakes. I made a mistake yesterday where I gave a Quicken to a Syndra list that was running a combo where they had a finisher that doesn't have Go Again, and I allowed it to have Go Again, and they were able to play 2 copies of that same finisher in one turn. So they had a 0-cost 7 followed by a 0-cost 6, and it was way more damage than they should have been able to get away with on a turn. They popped Mask of the Pouncing Lynx that turn. Like, they really went off, and I allowed that. So that was a mistake on my part. I lost that game because of my mistake playing with Quick Dodge Flexors. Here's the inventory. I'm not sold. I kind of want another performance bonus. 2 hasn't felt like enough to beat Gravy. But I also haven't been able to test against Verdance enough. I've got these Smashing Good Times to destroy H-Pots. And I don't know if it's good enough. I don't know if it's actually going to help me. So, we'll see. We'll see. Let me get my Stream Manager pulled up on my phone real quick. There it is. Make sure my sound is off. Oh, I don't have my alerts set up. Let me get some alerts on screen real quick. I'm gonna have to change my scene over real quick temporarily. This is because I'm just copying this. Okay, we're back. And that's not what I wanted. There we go, that's what I wanted. Okay, I've got alerts on screen. It's not much, but it's something. It's something that I want to have on screen anytime that I'm streaming. Alright guys, these ads are super annoying. I leave the ads on for Fabrary. I'm not paying Fabrary at all, and I really appreciate their service, so we're just going to leave those up, unfortunately. And we're going to get back to Talishar. I want to play some Classic Constructed. Tough Nut, I'm not expecting to run into those. I know it is mostly going to be a fatigue matchup, if that comes up. And I am very difficult to fatigue. I can just wait until the end game, play multiple copies of Goldmane Estate on the same turn, attack for 30, right? And it doesn't matter how many toughness you have set up. You only have 3 cards to block with. Maybe you have Arsenal to D-react as Tough Nut. I don't even know. Like, you don't survive hits like that. You're going to take too much damage. On top of the fact that you're going to leak damage here and there. I'm fine with that matchup. If anybody knows how to name, I'm going to be just hosting some competitive CC events. And hoping people join. I really want to test against Verdance and Gravy. Those are 2 bad matchups. Obviously, I would love to dodge them, but I'm not going to be able to dodge all of them this weekend. So, I need to get practice. I need to figure out a game plan that works. I haven't found that yet. I feel like every time I've been up against a Gravy, they just pop off. They just have these crazy go-wide turns. They deal so much damage. They've got a ton of go-agains still. And I really have trouble surviving. Yeah. Play the mirror. I'm going to pop it into this competitive one. And we'll see what it is. We'll play it no matter what. But, again, really... Opponent is inactive. Opponent connected, opponent is inactive. Okay then. Got an Arachne. Yeah, I'm not getting anything. So... we make a game and we wait. Oh, so we've got a Marlin in. I want to go first against Marlin, I think. I could be wrong on that, but I think I want to get a card in my arsenal. I want all my block cards. I don't know what I want to cut in this matchup. I guess they're not... No, the ores matter. I don't know. I feel like I should be cutting something here, but I'm not exactly sure what. 61 isn't correct. I'm gonna run into 61. Hey, that's a great way to start. That's a great way to start. And you know what? Yeah, let's just leak some damage here. I'm gonna make a Seismic Surge. I'm not gonna have an Arsenal, but I'm gonna have 3 Might tokens, and I'm gonna get in for some early damage. This should put me ahead on the life total race. I can't imagine a much better start for turn 1 on the play. Set up 3 Mights and then deal 5 damage. That's huge. Spinal Crush would be amazing if I can do that. I am choosing a card to put in Arsenal here. I'm torn. I think I am going to put the Spinal Crush in. Okay, here's hoping they don't have too relevant of an on-hit. Okay, they pitched Catch of the Day. They didn't play it. That's good news for me. That means they're probably not expecting this to matter. Alright, non-attack action card. Unfortunately, I do have one of those. It's the only one I've got in the deck. So I'm just going to have to block with it, let them see the other 2, and I'm going to throw E-Strike. It's not worth trying to stop the on-hit. There's no other relevant on-hit. We will save Spinal Crush for a different turn. I don't like losing this value off of the visit, but I'm going to lose it either way. Unless I gave, what, all my armor plus a card, and it's... Look, it's not that good. My opponent is going to have King Shark Harpoons later that are going to be more relevant. Okay. And yeah, we're just going to have to throw 10 damage here. I really want to throw Spinal Crush. Obviously, I don't have the resources for that. We're going to go buff power. Put our only card on the bottom and just keep cruising. Opponent might just take 10 here. Yeah, they want to race. They are the better deck at racing. Oh, but we got a block card. We got a sweet, sweet block card. They think this is going to connect. I can stop this. So if I block 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, yeah, I just give them everything except for the civic steps. Block like that. That feels pretty good. They don't get a ponder. They discard their card. And then I get to throw Spinal. This is incredible. Obviously, it's counting on me winning this clash, but let's be real. I'm Victor. I'm winning clashes. It's what I do. Yikes. Yikes. Wait, how is this in Arsenal now? I thought that was in hand. You know what? Screw it. I'm not going to reclash. I want to keep my golds around. It's a tie. It looks like that's in their arsenal, not in their hand, so yeah. That's right, we're just going to throw Spinal here. They want to race, I'm not letting them. And now they're spending cards, they're behind on life total. This is where we want to be. There we go. Okay, so I'm probably throwing Chokeslam here, right? I could activate Crater Fist. I kind of like that. It just is going to take more cards, right? This is going to be an attack for 9, so I'm taking a lot of cards. Yeah, I probably don't need to activate Crater Fist. I think I'm going to be getting enough cards from them as is, just with an attack 9. I don't really care to Arsenal any of these. So, I am going to keep the Trounce. Block cards are just so good against this deck. Because they're trying to do Overpower, and having an extra card to block with is very good. Yeah. Yikes. They're having a full grip. 3 of a Kind is incredibly powerful. They are definitely hoping to get through. And I don't have my full armor available to me. This is a matchup where I would love to swap Crown of Dominion out for Crown of Providence. Ooh, what is this? It doesn't have Go Again. It doesn't have a relevant on-hit, to be perfectly honest. It doesn't have Overpower. Wow. On-hit, make it gold. I mean, I don't want him to have the gold, but... I'm going to block like this and hope to draw into a blue to throw Peck. Technically, if I draw a red, even. Actually, so long as I win with Trounce, I can throw Peck Perfect here. Okay, we drew a blue. I suspect they're just going to take the 10 damage from the Peck Perfect and try and get their game plan rolling. I don't have a way to make it anymore, so... I could throw Debilitate to try and force them to block, but... Throwing reds, pitching blues is kind of how this game was designed. Okay, and we drew into a block card. I'm happy to block with one of my blues and throw Boulder Drop, so... This is good news for me. Codex of Frailty. Dang it. I mean, I guess I get Spinal Crush. Do I get... Yeah, I get Spinal Crush. So the reason I want these 5 costs... Let's see what they get. I can only block 12 if they send Overpower. Right? I'm gonna get Spinal. And discard the Boulder Drop. They're able to discard Goldfin Harpoon. That's so value. That's crazy. Yep, there's the king. And it's 12? It also doesn't have Overpower. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I can let the on-hit happen because... No, I don't want him to steal a gold. Man. Not doing anything on my turn kind of sucks, but that's also what they're here for, right? I could block with only this, let them take a blue, and then swing hammer. That seems worse. I don't want them to steal the gold, but I think I have to let them. I think my armor is more important. Also, giving them a Quicken when they're going to be going into a turn with a full hand seems bad. So I would be giving them the 1-point armors. I think I'm going to let them have the gold. Hey, I get a free might that doesn't do anything. Okay. Yep. Go from 3 gold down to 2 gold, which is a bummer. Not thrilled with that. And then we're doing nothing on my turn. Also not thrilled about that. Is there something else I could have gotten? No, like I could have gotten E-Strike, but then I still have to keep a card somehow. And I don't have a way to do that, so... So we just pass back. We are forcing them to have a good turn every turn now. And I'm at 30. I'm at 30, they're at 10. Like, come on. Let's see how big they can make this. They're probably going to be able to get a card from my hand here. It is 17. Yeah, that's going to get a card from me. Do I block with something? So if they take a blue, I can still attack. If I block and they take a blue, I can still attack. So yeah, I think I'm supposed to preserve my life total as well as I can. They are obviously getting the hit in. They are building up their gold supply, which I know them having a lot of gold in the late game, it can be a problem. But we're going to swing back. We're going to have this swing back in our favor when we Spinal Crush them. Hopefully we just don't let them have any cards for the rest of the game. They didn't have an Arsenal, which surprised me. Okay, we only took 1 card from them. Them not having an Arsenal is good, but them only... Yeah, and they've got a lot of gold. Didn't find a block card. I didn't find something that forces an on-hit, or forces them to block. So this isn't a good hand for me. They're catching back up a little bit. I still have a lot of armor, though. That is valuable. I think we'll be okay. Codex of Frailty. I can get back the Spinal. They got back King Shark Harpoon, which is definitely the right choice. They've already activated Harpoon, so they're going to be taking something from me. I think I'm going to get back the E-Strike, because I'm not going to be able to block with my whole hand. I want to be able to do something. So... just going to cycle those E-Strikes. Yeah. I cannot stop this on hit. So, that frailty is really annoying. Well, let's block what we can for free. Man, they're having some good turns. They're stealing my last gold. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to get any value off of these Goldmane estates at this point. I got value off of the first one, and I did get an early lead because of it. Now, I can swing hammer or do E-strike for 7. Or, no, E-strike for 6. Or a hammer for 3. Oof. Yikes. Those are not good options. Those are not good options. I don't think I take a card from them either way. Maybe I was supposed to grab Boulder Drop there. I could have grabbed Boulder Drop. Boulder Drop for 6 is better than E-strike for 6, right? Because then they have to give me at least a card. They would probably give me a card anyway, but... yeah, I don't like this at all. I'm going to leave that in my arsenal, just so they're not taking cards out of my hand if they play Codex of Frailty. They should still have one more. And if they don't have it right now, it's easy enough for them to dig to it. Yeah, they've only played 2 so far. I guess they've turned a yellow card face down. They could have turned down a Codex of Frailty. I don't think so. Oh, hallelujah. Thank you, Test of Strength. That makes me feel so much better. Okay, they're just spinning their wheels over there. I don't have a good turn. Like, I've got E-strike with Go Again, but I don't have a good attack to follow that up with. If they have an Arsenal, then Disable would be irrelevant on hit. And it's 7. It just costs so much, right? It's going to be hard for me to make that work. This is a really fun matchup. Usually Rangers don't stand a chance against Guardian, but Marlin is a Guardian more than a Ranger, right? These big, evasive on-hits. King Shark is back and planning on taking 2 cards from me. How big is this? Please let it be small. It's small. We can stop this on hit. And we have to, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 7 is 12 exactly. Awesome. That's incredible. We're going to block with the yellow. Yes, I'm giving them a quicken. Yes, that sucks. We got a Might. That's nice. A nice little bonus. Makes this Thunk not feel as bad. Am I playing the E-strike? So I can E-strike for 6 Go Again into Hammer. That does take cards from hand, which I need. That's a total of 10 damage. If I throw Thunk, it's only 8, and theoretically they don't have to give me any cards from hand, so I think I have to do this. Arsenal to Disable, probably. I could throw the Disable. Throw Disable for 8. That would require... oh, they don't have an Arsenal. Yeah. Okay. 6 Go Again. They are just taking it. Yep. Man. Maybe I should draw a card here and try and throw 6. I don't care about having either of these in Arsenal. Didn't get there. Okay. Make a Seismic Surge and throw Hammer. Losing that gold is sad, but, like, I'm not doing anything special with it at this point, other than, obviously, if I find a Golden Sun, having a gold is really important. But Trounce should hopefully give that back to me. And the upside was there, right? They're choosing to take no damage and lose that. That makes sense, I guess. They're going to have a good turn here. Oh gosh, and I gave them Quicken. They had their last 3 of a kind and the Quicken. They're gonna have the resources to draw a card with the gold, so yeah, I think I'm dead here. I'm gonna block and play it out, but they don't have gold to steal from me, but just making a gold is good for them. They're gonna make 2 gold off of this. I think I do block with Civic Steps now, because it's going to give them Quicken on turn where hopefully they can't use it. I really need this Trounce to win. I don't have gold to spend either. Oh, thank goodness. Woo! That's another 3 points of block that I just earned. Oh, they steal the gold that I make? That feels so bad. That feels so bad. Okay, I mean, it doesn't have an on-hit, but it kills me. 4. Yeah, unless they use that to crack a gold, and rip something off the top. They don't have anything here. I've got a Might and a Command and Conquer. So, coming at them for 7, take their arsenal. This is a good way for me to turn this around. Seismic Surge is free because I've got 1 floating. Okay, and I've got a gold. I'm gonna throw this in Arsenal. They probably need to give me 3 cards here, right? They don't have any armor left. Them being at 2 life doesn't matter, and the on-hit super does. Yeah. Ooh, that is a big deal. That is a really big deal. I'm at 2, and they have a gold, so they could definitely overpower and kill me here. Okay, I mean, that doesn't do it. That's 4 with an on-hit. And the on-hit that I do care about, right? Because I do only have 1 blue. But if I block with 2 cards, I can just overpower. Yeah. I think we close this out. We found the line. I'm going to go ahead and keep the E-Strike, just in case somehow this doesn't kill them. I can't imagine how it doesn't. But, yeah, they're at 2. 10 overpower should end this. Okay, that was close. Whoo, boy. I'm telling you, this is a great matchup. This is super fun. This is a super fun matchup. Like, that was great. Got a few 20 value turns. Those are probably just the turns that I used armor. It's hard to calculate stuff like that. Alright. Do we have... If Syndra Verdance... LF Syndra Verdance, looking for Syndra Verdance. Okay. I would love to know how to make that change myself. If anyone can chime off in chat. Isn't the matchup that I was looking for. But we'll test it out. We'll go full AB3 here. I definitely want Iron Grip. On their big turns, it's hugely relevant. And I want pummels. Other than that, I don't think it matters much. So, put in some attacks. I don't think I want Trounce. Like, Trounce is good, but pummel is better. Okay. They are on the play. How big can they go? They're probably just setting up, to be honest. Yep, just setting up. Chokeslam doesn't have an on-hit, Boulder Drop does. So let's make our Seismic Surge, throw Boulder Drop, Arsenal Boulder Drop. I say you don't get a full grip. Yep. Happy enough with that. Blocking with Burn Bear. Alright. I mean, I'm on AB3. I don't hate that decision. Yikes. I don't love that. Man, I hate this. Okay, good. They are going for attacks. I don't think I need to overblock this for any reason. Or full block it. Okay, it's a bonus gold. It's almost like I started with Crown of Dominion. Gosh, I love playing as Victor. Okay, Sigil of Brilliance, and they can play an instant bounce it? No? No, they are just ending their turn there. Okay. Boulder Drop takes the most cards, but Golden Sun hits really fucking hard. I should have a Seismic Surge. I'm not sure why I don't. Oh, I must not have made the Seismic Surge last turn or something. No, I made a Seismic Surge and arsenaled this. I don't know. I'm going to keep the Golden Sun for next turn. I've got a one-card play with it because of the Seismic Surge. Keep taking cards from them. They're happy to just give me minimum cards. Flash of Brilliance, bouncing the Sigil of Brilliance, get an extra card. Yeah, it doesn't sound terrible. In that case, I guest the only reason you're using this is because you're not going to be able to get value out of it. You're planning to combo this turn. Okay, here's hoping I find a Test of Iron Grip. Test of Iron Grip should shut down their combo. AB3 is good against the combo turn, but yes, we got the Test of Iron Grip, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Do we show it to him now? Or do we wait? I think I have to show it to him now, because if they have the... Gosh, that's so good. Yeah. Holy crap. I just took a Blast to Oblivion from their hand. Okay, opponent, you still want a combo? I guess they didn't pop their Lightning Greaves, so they might not be comboing this turn. Yeah, I'll get a free Might here. I know that I'm winning the Clash already, so... I really enjoy Blue Clash of Might. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna pay AB2 and pitch this Riches at Triple Donnie. Hello. Give me another gold, please. Maybe I should have paid AB3, because I knew I was drawing into a blue. Yeah. I should have paid more. I don't have a use for this Macho Grande. I mean, I can arsenal it, but I don't think I want to. We're just going to send a pile of damage here. Alright. Coming in for 11. They started out with lower life than me, and our life total is almost evened out. So, they're going to have a 6-card hand. This is bad. This is bad news for me. Oh, man, I'm dropping a bunch of frames again. YouTube, I am so sorry, but I don't think I can stream this to Twitch and YouTube. I really want to. I really, really do. But I have more experience with... Okay. Wow. They're drawing their defensive hand on the turn I had my offensive hand. That lines up well for them. Yeah, I don't think I can keep streaming to YouTube if I'm dropping this many frames. So, it's been fun, guys. I'm going to go ahead and sign off from YouTube. If you watch this after the fact and you have any advice for Victor, go ahead and send a message in the chat. I will go and look at those. I appreciate y'all, and I will talk to you later.